Hello and welcome, my good life seekers. Thank you for joining us. I have someone special here with me for today's video. His name is Panagou of Life Leaders Training and Development. So without further ado, I'll let Panos introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Panagou. I'm an international speaker on leadership. I have a passion about development and about people. Part of my journey has been to identify the new generation of leaders that are going to change this world. We're all complaining, but very few people actually doing something. I'm interested in the people that are ready. Everybody has things to offer. Everybody has potential. Some people are not ready yet to express this. First of all, to sort out what's happening inside them, to stop the noise and the war and the turmoil and the friction inside them. And once you see your balance, you find your own peace, then there may be a point that you bring your passion out, your talents, your knowledge, your creativity, and you use this to serve others, to improve humanity, to improve people around you, your business, your project, whatever you do. This is the idea. I can spend the rest of my life dealing with my little big problem. It's always big inside us, but there may be things that you have to offer, and it's not fair to keep your gifts just for you. The two most important things for you to be happy is to feel that you keep growing, you keep learning. But the second thing and the most important thing for me is serving humanity. And through this is probably one of the biggest, the most satisfying things you can do is when you serve others and you see people's lives changing. That's the idea. Become stronger, keep learning, physically, mentally stronger, and then see how you can help others. And that's my life, that's my work.
Amazing, amazing. Very powerful. I have Panos with me today because me and him recently joined forces. We recently linked up. The universe presented us to each other so we can grow together and be more powerful, spiritual and knowledgeable. Obviously, Panos is a bit older than me, just a bit. He has more experience, he has more life lived in this 3D physical world. He has more knowledge because we linked up. Now he's providing that knowledge in a way just so I can grow with him, and I'm also providing what I know as knowledge to him so we can both grow. In that sense, the topic of the video today that me and Panos want to share with you is the benefits of having a mentor. I see Panos as a mentor, I see someone that I can look up to. He is a very knowledgeable guy. He's been through so many things that if we talk about all his life experience, it's gonna probably take us about maybe 10 or 20 years of a video footage just to explain what he's been through. It's very interesting, guys. But let's focus on the topic of the benefits of mentorship. Having a mentor, being a mentor, what are the pros and cons, maybe if there's any cons, and let's just discuss this with the good life seekers.
It's interesting, as Alex said, how things happen in life, and sometimes it's visible, the cause and effect, sometimes it isn't. But I think as part of our maturity is to welcome these synchronicities in life. Because if you're not aware, something happens, say, oh, that's weird. But if you start understanding how the universe works, and when you say the universe, it's not something airy-fairy, new agey. Is we are surrounded by influences, and it's at different levels. There are always things interacting. So let's call this universe, the whole world around us. So things happen and you find yourself in a position, the right time, the right place, with a person that has a similar interest. So you either go in the same direction, or what you do is very different but it's complementary. I think what my life has helped, one of the biggest gains I've had from my teachers and from my development, is to very quickly identify in a person how close are they to creating things, to manifesting things. And very quickly, meeting with Alex, I saw that he's a young leader who has quite an impressive list of achievements for his age, and he's also quite modest, not to boast about this, and of course he recognizes that ego is in everything we do, but he's very modest. I mean, there are other people that have done a tenth of what he's done and they're very cocky and that's me. Alex is not, but he has the potential. We found some common things in our history, things that are connecting us, and my very strong instinct is that there's a collaboration here for individual and mutual growth. But for me, it's always the question, how many more people can we benefit from this collaboration, this co-creation? Co-creation for me is a key word. When you create something, it's a little miracle because it's out of nothing, something. Everything we see around us was an idea in somebody's head. And most ideas in people's heads, 99%, has stayed in people's heads. Everything else we see, from a phone to a tripod to a chair, started as a thought form. So if we understand this miracle potential of the universe, why not think bigger? It's very easy to say, I'm only human. People say, use the words only and human together. This shows me they don't really understand it yet. You can't put the word only and human together. Whether you come from a spiritual, religious point of view, or you come from quantum physics, you can't say only and human. From an energy point of view, it's unexplainable, our body. From the biology, if you start analyzing what our body is and how it works, you realize, oh, hold on a second. This huge equipment, this huge machinery is not just to make coffee. I may not be an expert, but this huge thing that's got all the lights and all those things, it's not just a printer. This does something big. So once you realize how your body and how your mind is, no matter where you, dear life seeker, find yourself, I guarantee you that you have not yet grasped your full potential. It is almost impossible. That's why sometimes you need somebody outside of you that can be a genuine, honest mirror of your reality, because you only see in another person what you project. Maybe after a certain level, you can go beyond your projection, and I could limit myself by saying, oh, in Alex, I see my young self doing this. No, Alex is a different galaxy. It's a different universe, and we may all go in the same direction, but I cannot possibly know what's best for Alex or where he's heading. But what opens me to the possibility of collaborating is that I see certain qualities of presence and of understanding and of communication. This shows me that Alex is in the right place to manifest much more than what he's thinking about, and he's got some brilliant ideas, honest, genuine ideas that will benefit others. So this is one of the roles of the mentor, and some people confuse this with coach and coaching. A coach is somebody who doesn't have to know what you do, and they can be a person that does something completely different. So a coach can give you some general ideas how to clarify your vision and how to take some action. But a mentor is somebody who has already been in a similar path of what you're doing. For example, a young musician can have a business coach or life coach, but if there is an experienced music director or musician or somebody who's been in the music industry for a long time, because they know this industry, they can be mentor of this person. So they've already been through the path, they've seen the challenges, they've seen the difficulties, maybe they fell flat on their face sometimes, scratched themselves, injured themselves, ups and downs. So in a way, they recognize the talent in the mentee, in the person who's been mentored, and the potential, maybe connecting a little bit with their history and what they would like to have received when they were at that point. So there's a connection which is in a way archetypal. It's the mentoring of the father to the son, or the brother to the younger brother within the tribe, where the interest is the growth, the survival first, and then the growth of the tribe.
It's very interesting when you get someone like yourself, or you get a mentor in particular in one area of your life, any aspect of your life, how quickly you start. Like when you're a little kid, you're like a sponge. You start gathering information like the sponge gathers water when it's dipped into water. That's how you are as a kid. When you get a mentor in a certain area of your life, aspect of your life, or just in general, you quickly start becoming not only a mentee, but learning how to be a mentor in the same way. It's a very fine line, but you start learning it quickly, because the mentor himself, he doesn't only teach you what he's been through, but he teaches you what on your path, how to cope with that thing, and then teach you methods and techniques to cope with that certain situation, thing that happened, or a business idea, or whatever it is, manage to overcome any obstacle on your own way, because you cannot be exactly the same as the mentor, and the mentor cannot be exactly like you. Like he said, we're totally different universes, we're totally different people, characters, different in a physical way, but in a spiritual way, in a different dimensional way. We're the same. We are created from the universe is created from us, and we're on the same path. And like he said, when we're on parallel paths, parallel universes, that we have similar missions, ideas, we're going in the same direction, but we're different different in a way of energy, but the same. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I'm sure I'm making sense when I'm saying this. Having a mentor as Panos is beneficial for me, for him, and for everyone else around us, because we're starting to create a tribe, provide knowledge value to others like we're doing now. We recently linked up and now we're doing a video like that quick because
There's no point of just keeping this. That's not a secret.
Yeah.
You know, the idea is that from this collaboration, whatever the person who's watching this gets something. There may be one word that you hear from us or any communicator.